Representative Crawford, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I request that the clerk read the House Joint Resolution 192.
Mr. Clerk, read the resolution.
House Joint Resolution 192 by Representative Crawford, a resolution to honor and commend Kaela Eads of Bristol for heroism. Whereas throughout much of its history, Tennessee has been known as the volunteer state. It has been the home of many valiant men, women, and children who have responded with great courage and strength of character in times of trouble and adversity. And whereas one such outstanding Tennessean is Kaela Eads of Bristol, who demonstrated incredible courage as she came to the aid of a child who had stopped breathing. And whereas on February 28, 2017, Kaela Eads was finishing her shift at Powell's Sudden Service on Volunteer Parkway when a distressed mother showed up in the drive-through window with her child in her arms not breathing. And whereas Miss Eads hurried out of the building and laid her apron on the wet ground as a mat for the boy while she performed CPR. And whereas emergency crews arrived on the scene in less than 4 minutes and transported the child to the hospital, Kaela Eads later visited him and his family and saw that he was doing well. And whereas Kaela Eads is a citizen of whom the volunteer state is most proud, and she should be recognized for this heroic act. Now therefore be it resolved by the House of Representatives of the 110th General Assembly of the State of Tennessee, the Senate concurring, that we hereby honor and commend Kaela Eads for her heroic efforts and extend her best wishes to her for much success and happiness in all her future endeavors.
Representative Crawford, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker and fellow guests and all my representative friends that's here. I have some people up here with me that I want you to make feel welcome. I have our chamber president from Bristol, Ms. Beth Reinhardt, Dennis Phillips, the owner of the business where this young lady works, Pal Barger of Pal Sudden Service, and Kayla's mom and her dad. Of course, y'all know the representatives and the senator. This young lady standing here beside of me today, Kaela Eads, was having a normal day at work in February when a distraught drive-through customer come through and approached her with her child not breathing. Luckily, Kaela stepped up to the plate. She went outside, didn't hesitate, took her apron off, laid it down. The ground was wet where it had been raining. Kaela laid the young child down there and began CPR. She continued CPR till she got the young child breathing again and kept the child breathing very calm during this situation until the ambulance could get there. They transported the young man to the hospital, which I can say that is doing well nowadays. Thanks to her heroic efforts, she didn't panic, she was calm, she was prepared, and that's one reason I wanted to recognize her today, because I think it's so important that we all be prepared. You never know when the emergency situation is going to hit, and to know CPR. This young lady's 18-year-old, and she graduated from Tennessee High School, and I know she's going to do great things, and she is a true Tennessee hero in my opinion. So if you were...
First and foremost, I'd like to say thank you to Mr. Crawford for bringing me here in front of you all. I'd like to tell you thank you for allowing me to come in front of you. I just want you all to know that the little boy is doing well. I do not consider myself a hero just because I would hope that anyone in that case, if I were the frantic mother, would have performed CPR on my young child if they were able to. I just want to thank you all for allowing me to be here today, and thank you for this award.
Everybody will squeeze in here, we'll get some pictures.
Come on in.
Speaker.